unfortunately, in our last video, we had a little... we're gonna start on a new video today, y'all. In our last video, we went into the dungeon to find the what is it? The Abyss Mage, who can translate the gibberish so that we know how the Abyss Order is going to attack. And thanks to Diluc's searing hand attack, we've learned that the Abyss Order are going to attack Mondstadt at 10 o'clock tonight. So we're preparing ourselves for their invasion on Mondstadt.
I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say, Master Diluc, sir.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
Yeah, Paimon, what you got?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago...
Ah, the interrogation.
Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's People Not to Tick Off Under Any Circumstances list.
Paimon's like, I'm not going to piss you off anymore. Yeah, anybody who has fire, amongst all the elements, fire is the one I don't want to get hit by.
If we do not make contact with the Darknight Hero soon...
What are you going to do about the Abyss Order's challenge?
It's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Darknight Hero is proving to be something of a headache.
And somewhat unnecessary. The real problem here is just trying to protect the city from Mondstadt from the Abyss Order. We really don't need the Dark Knight. It'd just be more convenient and helpful if we had him.
We just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is?
Bury our heads firmly in this joint force with the Dark Knight Hero, I guess?
That would send a signal that the Knights are in favor of the Dark Knight's Hero's continued presence in our city, which we are not.
So basically, you're saying here is that if we do this, it's going to show that the Knights of Favonius are incompetent. And we're not, so we're not going to ask for the Dark Knight Hero's help. This is a very... how do I describe this? Diluc was kind of point earlier about how the Knights of Favonius he didn't say that they were glory hogs, but he says the Knights of Favonius really aren't here to protect the city as you would think they are. They're just more in it for themselves, or some sort.
Encouraging this kind of individual heroism undermines the Knights' authority.
Okay, basically he's saying the Knights are supposed to be the people protecting the city. We're supposed to be the guys to... We're supposed to be the ones to patrol not the heroes, the guardians, the protectors. We're like the police. If someone's doing the police work but is not working with the police, that's going to cause problems for us, as well as the fact that you're going outside of the law. Diluc's like, it doesn't matter who gets the job done so long as the city is protected. So it shouldn't matter if someone's a cop or not a cop type of scenario. So I get the Knights part, but at the same time, there's really no actual standing law saying that the Knights are the only ones supposed to protect him. It's just that's been the way it's been for years, so they just made it unofficial, an unwritten rule that the Knights are supposed to be the ones guarding the area.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
So if the Knights bring the Dark Knight Hero, if the Knights of Favonius bring the Dark Knight Hero in, they not only support the vigilante work, they also approve of it, but the Knights don't, so they can't really say that they need his help. Conversely, it's also like say Batman is the vigilante in Gotham, but there's an actual police force in Gotham. If the police says we don't need Batman's help, they're basically saying that we approve of Batman's methods of taking the law into his own hands. So, in a way, I get it. I hope I made sense to everybody here. I get what the Knights are talking about. But at the same time, if Diluc can help do the job done, this shouldn't be a problem. Diluc should just help out anyway.
Find out the Dark Knight Hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight Hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Because it undermines the Knights of Favonius' authority.
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Darknight Hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony. Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Darknight Hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Knights of Favonius are supposed to be the ones protecting and guarding the city. But if someone else is doing the job for them, you would think that'd be good, but it undermines the Knights' work. Like someone else doing the police's job. You're not paid to do that, you weren't sanctioned to do that, it's not your authority to do that.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Darknight Hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Captain Kaya.
What you got for us,
Lately,
Kaya?
Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night. All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Darknight Hero?
Uh-oh. Kaya's gonna bail it out, though. What you gonna say,
Who
Kaya?
knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Yes, about Kaya.
Did Kaya tell you too?
I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
There's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
If you know from the intro of the story, you would have known that these two do not exactly see eye to eye. I mean, they're fire and ice, so that should have been a given, but
I
still.
shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counterplan.
Steer clear of the tavern for starters?
That won't work. It will only arouse the Knights' suspicion if I don't show up as they're expecting. That's what Kaya is counting on.
Kaya's like, I think you're the Darknight Hero. If you show up at the bar, you're gonna... Here's the thing. If Diluc's gonna go to the bar, and he's gonna do his job. If the Knights of Favonius, if the Abyss Order attacks, and Diluc responds by fighting against the Abyss, they kind of they'll know that he is the Darknight Hero. And Diluc has the nature to just respond to danger and attack it immediately. He's not the type of person to just let it sit by unless he has no choice. Conversely, if he doesn't go to the winery, then it's like, well, Diluc, you usually work here, and the minute the Darknight Hero is supposed to be here, you're not here as well. I'm trying to make sense as quick as I can about this because I don't want to take too long on this. But basically, Diluc has no choice in the matter. He has to go to the bar, but he also cannot assist in a fight, because if he assists in a fight, that's just going to only encourage people more that he's the Darknight Hero, which he's trying to stop.
So what are we gonna do?
Patience. Let me think for a moment. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it.
You're going to be at the bar, but you're not going to attack the Abyss Order. You're not even going to fight.
We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alabla? An alibi?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on. Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
What you want me to do,
In
bro?
Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
Alright, gotta find some flowers, huh? So I found the flowers. You had...
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
He's just gonna stand there and take all of it.
Don't be such a brute.
So here's the thing, and it took me all night. Those aren't the flowers I'm looking for. Okay, so I had to use fire? Oh my gosh, that's how I had to find these things? Wow, I wasted all this time. I wasted all this time trying to find the flowers. It took me all day. And it turns out I found them the whole time, but I had to melt it with fire. Unfreaking believable.
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
So many mist flowers. Great. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Alright, Connor, what you got for me?
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
Oh my goodness. The winery owner himself is addressing me directly. Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
Dang, Diluc, you must really be very special in this part of town.
Huh? What's so life-threatening about this?
Yeah.
Please, excuse me. I must get to work.
What's he gonna do with a bunch of mist flowers?
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery was experimenting with some new flavors. They wanted to see if mist flower can truly add a crisp and refreshing taste. Sure enough, they discovered that the flower's extract is truly potent.
How potent?
So the new batch is selling like hotcakes?
No, it's too potent. They can't sell it.
No, not potent in terms of attracting customers, but slimes.
Oh.
Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive. For them, this substance is simply irresistible.
So it attracted the slimes, and that was not good for business.
So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble I could cause now that I know this.
What are you doing?
Yikes! What was that noise?
Oh, cold. So cold. Oh, Master Diluc. Purification complete, sir. But the equipment is...
Marvelous work. Don't fret about the equipment. I shall have my butler order more immediately.
My gosh, this man has a butler too? You own a winery, you have a mansion, and you have a butler and people here respect you? Diluc, bruh, I should have put you on my squad ages ago. If it wasn't for Amber on here, I would have been having you. I know people are gonna be dissing Amber, but she is my girl, alright? She is my archer.
Marvelous! Jolly ho! Spiffing! Somebody fetch the butler! Paimon never knew you had to be so well-spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
Quite so, pish-posh. Quite so, Paimon. You must have the etiquette tongue here, because we live in a country that seems to be based off of England here. We must have proper etiquette. We can't be a twat in none of these countries here. We have to speak with the proper language, and the tongue must be of finesse if you want to live in the brewery.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Why do we need elemental bait to take on a bunch of Hiller trolls in the Abyss Order?
Wow! It really has a strong elemental whiff. Can we test it out?
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
Again, what do we need the elemental slimes for? What's going on? Oh, I had to talk to him.
That's it?
Yeah, I thought something was gonna come this way. What's
How
up?
long does it take before...
Ah, that's good enough.
Holy moly, it really does attract slimes. And even more than we expected.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
Yeah, that's what you get for putting slime. That's what you get for baiting slime near your home. Oh, we got earth slimes now.
Verdict is...
That was not exactly the best idea. There we go, there we go.
Come a little closer.
Ooh, such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right, so can you tell us what your plan is now, Master Diluc?
Yes. The plan is...
Of course, they're not going to tell us on screen. They're going to leave the suspense for
I expect it
later.
to all go down without a hitch.
Are you sure it will work?
Here's the way it is. If they told us the plan on screen, then chances are the cliche would affect. The cliche would be that it wouldn't work exactly as it is. But if they tell us, if they tell us the plan off screen, meaning they tell the characters the plan, but we, the audience, don't know, it more likely would go off without a hitch. Then, so yeah.
You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start.
You are the Batman of this universe.
Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind,
Can't stop you.
until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that right?
Sure. I don't see the big deal.
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as per the plan.